The next art element we're going to talk about is shape. So shape is a two-dimensional form. By nature, shapes are flat. The outer form is defined by an edge. Okay, so shapes can be defined by an edge. They are two-dimensional, having only height and width, but they can create the illusion of space or of depth, as I will show you. Shapes are defined as positive shapes, meaning that's an actual form, and the space around the perceived positive shape or object is the negative shape or the negative space. So there's basically two different types of shape, geometric and organic. So on the left here, you see geometric shapes. These are things that are man-made. They are straight-edged and they are measured. They are geometric. Okay, so there's a precision to them. Things like stars and squares and circles and rectangles and polygons. Okay. Now, on the other hand, we have organic shapes. Organic shapes are irregular in form. Their edges are curved, and they tend to resemble things in life, things in nature. I always like to think of a thing like this as looking something like an amoeba. Okay. Shapes, as I mentioned, can be defined with a line as an outward edge, but also you have an outward edge on these other examples as well. Here there is no line, it's just a solid shape, and so we see the edge of this shape as the edge of the shape. Okay. This shape is also just filled with the texture. There's no line drawn around it, but we see where it stops. Okay, so these are all shapes. The space in between them, by the way, all the white area that you see, this is a shape too. This in here is a shape. It's called a negative shape. Shapes can be used to create an illusion of form, which we'll talk about in another video, but form is three-dimensional. So if you have a rectangle as a shape, you can turn a rectangle into a box by drawing some other lines and making it look three-dimensional. So here you see shapes creating an illusion of form. So I just want to show you a few examples of shape in paintings. I would say that this painting by Marc Chagall, by Franz Marc, is very full of organic shapes. It has a very whimsical quality. It's kind of fun to look at because there's a balance of geometric, straight-edge geometric forms and rounded, curved organic forms. And a lot of people see trees, fruit. I see a building in there, but that's just me. And in this last slide, let's see. I'm going to have to change something here. Bear with me. Having a little trouble with my PowerPoint. Okay. We're going to talk about Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper quite a bit this semester, but I wanted you to see how he incorporated geometric shapes into his last painting. The shape of the Last Supper painting. In the Renaissance, the triangle was a very important form. And it's, once you know what to look for, it's quite obvious that Jesus is a triangular, perfect isosceles triangular shape. You have another triangle formed by the shape of these figures here. And you'll see that he also utilized quite a few rectangles. We will talk about this painting in greater detail later on in the semester. It's probably one of the most important paintings we'll talk about. So stay tuned, keep your eyes open. You have not heard the last from Leonardo da Vinci.